Okay, hi there, my lovely, courageous Leos. How are you? Happy June. Happy new moon in Gemini. May everything be progressing smoothly for you. Leo, sun, moon rising. This is your mid-June love check-in. What is going on with the Leo collective right now? How are you guys doing? What's your energy like when it comes to love and romance? Ooh, Temperance. Okay. Very nice, very balanced, very harmonious, very peaceful. Love it. Okay, that was a lot of cards, so we're gonna ask for one more. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Oh, nuts. 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands. Wow. I was like, very harmonious, very peaceful, very just, oh, so ooh la la. And then come out the truth. You've been through it. You've been through it recently, and here you are at the back of the deck. Hi, Leo. Oh, you guys. Confirmation, this is you. Strength at the back of the deck. My lion-hearted Leo, fellow fire sign family, listen, I'm so sorry. You've gone through quite a bit, and you've struggled, and it's like, I don't know if you've progressed from the 10 of Wands where you feel like you can't possibly carry anymore to the 9 of Wands, which is one wand fewer. So one responsibility off your shoulders into the 9 of Wands, which is still a heavy energy to be in, really heavy. And here you are, Temperance. That's how we started out this reading, right? So overall, I believe that you are trying to keep yourself upright by staying not just strong, which is true to your nature, but really balanced at this time. You're trying. So I bet you some of you have some techniques that you're doing to keep yourselves as even-keeled as possible. Are you juggling some things? I'm gonna find out. So Spirit, let's get some more messages of confirmation for my Leo collective. So Spirit, let's get some confirmation for this particular Leo collective. Some signs and synchronicities that may be happening in their life right now. Oh, okay. It's not really, that's interesting. So fish hook, I've never seen this one before. I don't really like it. I don't like it. Fish hook, powerless, feeling helpless, paralyzed, vulnerable, trap, temptation, bait, con game, great catch. On the opposite end there, luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance, multiplication principle. Okay, wow, strategizing. Or you guys are feeling like you've been trapped, caught. Wow. Guys, or maybe fishing is symbolic for you in some way. Maybe you guys go fishing. Life is really, really uncertain for you at this time. This card is literally saying uncertain. At this time, the situation or outcome is undetermined. Wow. All right, so you're in the middle of some heavy things when it comes to your love lives. But here you are. I think this is you. Humanitarian, generous, noble, balanced, calm life, communication, compassion, unselfish, caring for others, helpful, ethical. The water carrier at the back of the deck. I know it's not your sign, but I do believe that's pretty harmonious, like the Temperance card. There you are underneath all of the stuff that you're carrying. Baggage from the past. Oof. I want to know what is happening. Who are these outside characters influencing your love lives at this time? Spirit, show me who's influencing Leo's situation. Gossip. People are talking. Oh, well, here you are, Leo. We have so much confirmation for you today. Thank you, Spirit. I wish that this reading turns itself around and gives you some solid advice. Some of you may be facing some finance blockages too. There's an Ace of Pentacles that's trapped in a cage. That reminds me of this fishhook imagery that we saw. And what is this? Okay, I do not love this card. So someone around you, I hope it's not you. I don't think it's you because you came out with Temperance, has snapped. They're feeling unhinged, a little unstable. This image is so disturbing to me. His extra deck images, Kev's, are kind of shocking sometimes. Are you a little bit nervous and concerned? Fear at the back of the deck? Binding. Yeah, this is definitely your energy back here, binding. You're feeling like, just like that pentacle that was in the cage or the fish that is on the bait, you're feeling like maybe you're a little bit bound by something. And that's what 10 of Wands feels like. Like you can't possibly carry anything more. Like no more, I've had enough. That's kind of where you're at. And yet, in spite of all of that, here you are trying to be balanced. You're balancing too much. You're holding on to too much, is what Spirit just said. What can you release? Let's find out. All right. So right away, I really want to ask, tell me about this 10 and 9 of Wands for Leo. What can they release that will make them feel better? Oh, well, there it is. Ace of Swords. Some truth was just revealed. The Hierophant. Interesting. At the back of the deck. Okay, I want to clarify that Ace of Swords. So you've recently discovered something that really has shifted your reality. And there you are again. 9 of Wands. Queen of Wands. More confirmation. Either some of you may actually be dealing with another Leo, okay? If not, and if you are, what Spirit's saying is it's time to release that. If that is not true, if you are not dealing with another Leo, okay, you got to shift your perspective a little bit. You're allowing life's circumstances to dictate how you feel on the inside and to actually trap you. You are the Queen of Wands, and you have allowed for external dynamics to constrict you, but you are not bound, okay? The truth here is 4 of Wands at the back of the deck. The truth is nothing is actually holding you back at this time. And I feel like you think I sound insane for saying that. Uncertainty, you know what? Uncertainty also means the best possible scenario could happen or outcome could happen, right? Uncertainty isn't always bad. And actually, when life becomes impossible to predict, that is when, if you are spiritual, right? And I think you are. The Hierophant card came out. I think you are. It's time to give things up to God, right? Or Allah, or whoever you believe in, your angels, your ancestors, the universe, right? When the weight becomes too heavy to hold any longer, release it to your angels, okay? Spirit, what is the situation between Leo and the person on their mind, if there is a person, okay? Okay. We have the Empress. Not bad, right? Oh, now it is. We have the Devil. Okay. Clarify, please, Spirit. 1 clarification card. Thank you. Okay, you got a few clarification cards. All right, so here's the thing. I don't believe you guys are speaking. There's a lot of desire for healing, though, that's underneath all of it. There may have been, here's the thing. There may have been a moment for you to have a reconciliation, a reunion, and it did not happen. It did not happen because the 3 of Cups is there right followed by the high priestess. So there was a chance for a moment of joy between you and your person, but instead silence, right? And yet underneath all of it, here's the Ace of Cups. Underneath all of the 9 and 10 of Wands that you guys are carrying, there's so much love. But with the Empress and the Devil, there's like a blockage to growth. Of course there is. If you can't communicate, then you can't grow together. So what we're gonna clarify this with another deck. Spirit, what is blocking this relationship from growing? What is the blockage there? What is the reason? Someone's holding on. What do you hold? Okay, so the lack of communication about feelings is what's blocking this relationship from growing beyond this 9 of Wands phase, right? 4 of Pentacles. Have some of you felt like you may be giving more than the other person, and you've just kind of walled yourself off from any possibility of change? All right, so I want more clarification, Spirit. What else is blocking this relationship from growing, from expanding? Tell us more about this Devil. What is the Devil? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 5 of Swords. A little bit of self-sabotage may be involved, guys. Repressed emotions. King of Cups. I mean, yeah. I said it already. 10 of Pentacles. You absolutely want... There's like this desire for everything, right? The 10 of Pentacles is the long-term relationship, the lasting relationship, the house, the family. It's the structure. It's that 3D structure that is the container for an emotionally mature and fulfilling, growing, building relationship, right? Evolving relationship. This is your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. You really want this, both of you want this, but your inability to speak about it, holding back. Like, I want to know who's holding back here. I want to know if it's you or your person. Before I get all, up in your business, I don't want to, speak out of turn, but I mean, someone who's the 9 of Wands, that was you, right? Is not someone who's really in an open kind of space. That usually goes hand in hand with a 4 of Pentacles kind of mentality where you're closed off. All right, so Spirit, how does Leo feel about this person on their mind? Okay, Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. Oh, okay, I think you're like, no, Miss Chandrima. I think I am willing to allow whatever change needs to happen because, wow, this is amazing. So many major arcana. Justice, the Emperor, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. The Chariot at the back of the deck. Okay, you are not the holdup, okay? I apologize if for a moment I was like, are you the problem? Are you holding back? No. This is absolutely not. This is not you holding. The Chariot is like you being like, let's go. I mean, of course you are, Leo. Of course you're like, let's go, please. Let's move forwards. Wow. You just want justice to be served, right? Justice and Emperor. That's pretty harsh energy, guys. That's like, I have decided what is correct, and this is my decree. Thus, I will make it happen, Magician. Let the universe work its magic and bring me back my second or third or fourth or whatever opportunity with this person. Or whatever life brings you. That's how I feel you're feeling. I think you're just like full steam ahead, really. Full steam ahead. Spirit, take the wheel. That's what you're saying. And I dig that. I dig that energy. All right, Leo. All right. So what about the person on your mind? What is their energy? What are they feeling towards you? Okay. Let's see. All right. They're the high priestess. So silent. Silent as a mouse. I feel like you're coming in like a lion and they're the mouse. They're like, squeak. Two of Pentacles. There's some back and forth energy there, juggling perhaps. The Star, you are still who they wish for. You are their fulfillment, and yet they're afraid. I really want to know what's holding them back. Spirit, what is the blockage for that is preventing Leo's person from coming forwards and accepting the challenge? A choice must be made. The Lovers, the Eight of Cups, a choice was already made, right? This was the choice to walk away. I see. So that's interesting. A choice was made. I wonder what kind of person you're dealing with there. You're dealing with an air sign? That's my guess. So what does Leo's person want? What are their intentions towards Leo? Yeah. Seven of Wands, the Hanged Man. Yeah, they're basically like, listen, a choice was made and the relationship, I didn't see that there was a brutal ending, but I do see that it became too heavy for you guys to carry forwards, and it feels that they did the walking away. I could be wrong on that, but at this point, they've decided to take a hiatus. And yeah, they're like gone fishing. This just reminds me of that image that we had from the beginning, fish bait. So yeah, their guard is up. They don't want to talk. They're in pause. They're trying to think of things from a different perspective, and they are the ones, the Four of Pentacles, they're the ones that are holding back right now. But I do want you to know that there is love underneath all of that. Underneath all of that tension. Okay, so Spirit, you know, I enjoyed that beautiful energy that my Leos had there. They want to go wherever you guys steer them. Well, with their manifestation helps, of course. So Spirit, what's lying ahead for Leo when it comes to love? Because I do feel like this relationship needs a pause. Yeah, you're Three of Wands. So some of you actually may be traveling. Dun, dun, dun. Six of Cups. Okay. Relationship from the past coming, maybe. Okay, what else? Seven of Pentacles. Something that you invested a lot of time and effort into coming towards you. All right. Is this relationship from the that we were just talking about, or a different one, Spirit? No, it's a different one because they're coming fast. So Eight of Wands is all about fast movement, fast communication. Was there a potential third party in the mix, my friends? For some of you, because the Three of Pentacles just came roaring out in the reverse. So that issue might be coming back towards you. And I think it's something that you've left behind. Six of Swords at the back. So, I don't know. Something else from your past. Something else from your past where you did put a fair amount of investment in with that Seven of Pentacles, right? And the Six of Cups. Okay, well, very interesting. What about what it lies ahead for this other person and Leo, the person with whom there's no contact right now? No, I'm not going to take that. What's the most likely outcome there? Two of Cups. keep in mind, this is not like near future because, oh, nuts. All right, so the devil is back. Sorry, I was very tempted to say something. I held myself back. Tower at the back of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. This is telling me that this was a relationship where giving and receiving was out of coordination, not equal. Be very careful here, okay? I kept telling you there is real love, okay? And until you learn that lesson, it's gonna keep coming back, but the same ending will keep happening. I have the Tower back here and the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Ay, chihuahua. All right, so it's like really bad. Listen, my next question is, I'm going to ask it so that you don't repeat past patterns, but there is something here that keeps occurring, a pattern of behavior. I'm not going to call it codependency, but the relationship, while there is so much mutual love, and this is a soulmate connection, you guys, it was brought to you in order for you to outgrow certain patterns of behavior that you and your person, right, have, okay? And it's regarding giving and taking, reciprocity. If you're an overgiver, it's not just going to disappear until you realize it and change the patterns. If you're an overtaker, or there's a better word for that, okay? Someone who's a bit too self-absorbed, that is also something that will keep occurring in your life over and over until it is addressed, okay? I don't know which side you are on there, but keep in mind, people, you guys will keep being drawn into each other because both of you have not yet accepted what the relationship was meant to teach you in the first place, which is show you something about yourself that needs to be addressed, okay? Right away, I can see that it was not balanced. And there you were with the Temperance energy. You're showing up all Temperance on me. First card out. You're trying so hard to regain your balance. The person is not in your life anymore, and you have balance. What did you learn from that? What's the next step? The next step is to practice relationships where there is equal give and take, where there is balance. So no, not 3 of Pentacles in reverse. No third-party energies or dynamics or triangulations. If you want 3 of Pentacles, may it be upright. May it be collaborative. May it be a project where you feel like you are being actually not taken for granted and appreciated, right? And you in turn also appreciate the work of your partners. Whoa, got all coachy on you there. I'm so sorry. All right, Spirit. Now, what is your advice for Leo, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Yeah. Oh, there's so much love. It's just killing me, you guys. This connection, yeah, the Lover's card. It's a beautiful connection with the 8 of Cups right back there saying, yes, there was someone who walked away from it, and now it's time for you to, the 3 of Swords, right? As advice, this is like about healing. This is not just about acceptance of the 3 of Swords, meaning the heartbreak. I do not read 3 of Swords as a third-party card, by the way. I just read it as, yeah, heartbreak, piercing, like piercing of your, a little bit of that betrayal energy, like, oh, you just crushed, right? But here's the thing, there's an Ace of Swords here. You need to see something within this heartbreak that you felt, one of those three swords is there to show. And this sounds so harsh, but I mean it in a beautiful way. I'm sorry, my Aries is in Mercury. My Mercury is in Aries. Sorry, I'm like, what did I just say? See, that's an example. Speak before I think. Listen, one of those swords that pierced you, right? One of those three swords was showing you something. You needed to see it clearly. Soulmate connection brought to you for a reason. Lover's card. I will ask Spirit because I do think it's important for you. Spirit, what is the reason that this person came into Leo's life? What was or are they meant to teach Leo about? Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and Judgment. How lovely indeed, my friends. At the back of the deck, the Hierophant. Wow, yes, indeed. This is a high-level connection. This is a spiritual connection. Ace of Wands and the Hermit and Judgment. This is all about going within, right? Going within, taking that lantern, using it to peer into the deepest, darkest parts of your soul, right? The patterns, the behavioral tendencies, and then actually evaluate it, right? How can you use what you found, those shadow parts, right? How can you use those shadows as a source of inspiration? Ace of Wands, that's all is your fire, Leo. How can you turn your shadow self into an integrated part of yourself that helps you burn that beautiful fiery fuel that you have within to make you even more of you, okay? Once you accept who you truly are on the inside, right? All of the parts that you like to hide, right? Once you accept them as a part of yourself, embrace them, love them, right? Incorporate them into your being, then and only then can you truly be your most true self. It's kind of like there's this writing exercise that I learned, and while I have yet to actually complete my first book, this very famous author, she said, before she writes every novel, she writes a letter to her fear, thanking it for discouraging her for whatever reasons, like, don't write this because it's just the sequel is never as good as the first, don't write this because everyone else has written something similar, don't write it because it's a dumbass idea, there's a million reasons why not to do something, why not to create something. So what she did was, hey, thank you, dear fear, thank you so much, I have taken all of your qualms into consideration and decided that ultimately I will still write this book because right? And then she goes and co-creates it with the universe, right? That's kind of what I'm talking about. Incorporating those shadows, so the fear is her shadow, into the process. Make it part of the process. Hey, and then that fear shadow is like, oh, she respects me enough to write me a letter. That's very, very thoughtful. I appreciate that. I really just wanted to be heard and respected. That's all. I wanted you to take into account that you might fall flat on your face. And now that you have acknowledged that, yes, I could fall flat on my face, but I'm still gonna do it, I feel better. That's fear talking, I'm just saying. And we all have that voice, right? So deep down inside, you have a voice, voices maybe, and we all do. The inner critic is a voice too. They want to be heard. You acknowledge them, bring them into your discourse, and then allow your deeper intuition, right? Your spiritual intuition to lead the way. I know you can do this, okay? So this relationship was made for you to learn more about how to be your best you. And I know that sounds so cheesy, but ultimately that's what it was for, is for. Hierophant, spiritual connection. Very deep spiritual connection. I don't remember how many times the Lover's card came out, but we saw the Lover's card, we saw the Six of Cups, we saw the Two of Cups, Ace of Cups. I don't need to convince you because you already know. You already know. Now, wow. Tell me more. What lies ahead for Leo in their love lives? Yeah, so what I'm talking about, that whole process, it's going to feel like this. It's going to feel like a tower because something inside of you has to shift. There will be a collapse in the way that you think, the way that you move. And then there's going to be progress. Knight of Pentacles. I know, not the fastest moving card in the deck here, right? But still slow and steady. I know, I'm like, oh, Leo's maybe not going to get it. I think you will. Slow and steady will ultimately reap the benefits. And then at the back of the deck, new love, Ace of Cups, all right? So it's going to be steady progress once you allow the old ways of how you felt or thought or did things or saw this relationship, of when that finally falls, when you let the old ways collapse, then you will progress. And out of that, the outcome is a new opportunity in love and a lot of self-love. All right. So with that, I will close this reading and say thank you with a lot of gratitude. If you would ever like a personal reading, please check out my website, icanbecoaching.com, in the services tab. Thank you.